Quick revision. Microeconomics, Unit 1, Chapter 1, Introduction to Economics. Meaning of economics. It is the study of choice making in the presence of scarcity. Economy. It refers to the collection of various production units in an area from which people earn their livelihood. Economics is subdivided into two categories, microeconomics and macroeconomics. Microeconomics. In microeconomics we study about the behavior of individual decision-making units. It is also known as price theory, in this we study about individual demand. Macroeconomics. It is the branch of economics that studies the economy as a whole. It is also known as income and employment theory. Things we study in macroeconomics are national income and national output, etc., etc. The economic problem. As we all know, human beings have unlimited wants, and when these wants are satisfied, new wants crop up. Resources available are scarce as compared to or in relation to human wants. Also, these resources have alternative uses. These give rise to the central problem of an economy, the above regions, which is what, how, and for whom to produce. All three together are known as allocation of resources. The problem is basically the main economic problem is allocation of resources. Then we come on to something known as production possibility curve. It is a curve which shows combination of two goods that an economy can produce by making efficient or fuller utilization of resources which give with the given state of technology. Assumptions for PPC or production possibility curves are the economy can produce only two goods, the resources are fixed and the state of technology is given, resources are efficiently utilized, that is no waste of resources, resources can be shifted from the production of one good to another. Here's one example. A combination A shows that good 10 units of good Y is being produced in an economy and good X is 0 units of good X. MOC first is not available because we have to, MOC is marginal opportunity cost, which is how for 1 unit of another good, how much of the first good have we sacrificed, that is MOC or marginal opportunity cost. Combination B shows that we have sacrificed 1 unit of good Y to gain 1 unit of good X. And combination C shows that we have actually sacrificed 2 units to gain 1 more unit of good X. And furthermore, here's the graph that I plotted. It's a basic graph. It's not up to scale. I have not marked. It should come out to be something like this if you plot it with actual numbers. Now we come on to the explanation of the graph. From the table we see that an economy decides to produce only good Y initially, which is point A on the graph of the curve, which is combination A, as I have shown you earlier. Then the economy produces 1 unit of good X. Resources are shifted from production of good Y, which is point B. Subsequently, combination C, D, and E show that economy is sacrificing production of good Y to gain or to produce more of good X. This sacrifice takes place in an increasing order. This increasing sacrifice is known as marginal opportunity cost, MOC. It makes the curve look concave to the origin. Features of PPC. It is a downward sloping from left to right curve which is concave to the origin. It is concave as the MOC is increasing. MOC is increasing as we have to sacrifice more and more goods. One good to gain another unit of good. And third is it slopes downward as the sources of fixed production of one good requires sacrifice of another. PPC shift in PPC. PPC shifts right or left depending upon the following condition. If new resources are discovered or the use of new resources, use of new technology is found out, then the PPC shifts right. If a natural calamity or destruction of resources occur or obsolete technology is being used, PPC shifts left. Central problem of economy. Allocation of resources. As you have earlier discussed when you're talking about the economic problem, so I'm giving you an in-depth look into the allocation of resources. The first problem is what to produce. As human wants are unlimited, resources in relation to these wants are scarce. An economy has to decide what to produce. An economy has to choose if it wants to produce luxuries of life, necessities of life, consumer goods or capital goods, etc. etc. After an economy has decided the type of good it has to produce, it has to decide how much or what quantities to produce. And then we come on to the second problem, which is how to produce. There are two production techniques. A, labor intensive. It is a technique which requires more labor force and it brings more employment in the economy. It is suitable for economies like India because we have abundance of labor force. Then we come on to capital intensive. It is a technique which requires more capital and less of labor force, suitable for capital rich countries like USA. Basically, an economy chooses the right mix of both depending upon the availability of resources, as it tries to ensure that there is no waste of resources and efficient use of resources are made using new technologies. Then we come on to the third problem, for whom to produce. Goods and services are generated for those who can afford it. National product is the total output generated by the firms. Ability of buying goods depends upon people's income, which flows in the form of rent, wages, profit or interest. So in any economy, goods are produced in favor of masses if the national product is distributed in favor of masses. If it is distributed for the rich, in favor of the rich, basically, more luxuries of life are produced. You can also find the notes in the description. Thank you.